What's going on, Flavor Mag Faithful? It's Craig Mitch once again, but this time I'm going to be catching up with Frsh. He's got his new EP coming out called Alfie. So today's theme for the interview is going to be UK versus US. Yes, I'm going to ask him questions like who's his favourite rapper and a bunch of other stuff, so make sure you stay locked. Let's go and talk to him. I'm joined by a fly general. You know his name, look at him. He's known for being a swag guy. He's known for the music as well. What's going on, Frsh? You good?
I'm good.
How you saying? How you been, man? I mean, we've caught up a few times in the past, but obviously, you know, your career's definitely developed. And how are you feeling at this point in time?
Maybe I'm happy, maybe a bit apprehensive.
Apprehensive about what?
Because I mean, the sound is slightly different.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that's always a bit like, oh, how's everyone gonna take it and all the rest of it. But apart from that, I'm happy.
So obviously you got the mixtape coming out, Alfie. Alfie, for those of you that didn't know, was about a film about a British Lothario, lived in New York. I think the original had Michael Caine.
Yes.
New one had Jude Law.
Yeah.
So the theme of today's interview is gonna be UK versus US.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna ask you UK versus US things. So I wanna start by asking you, who's your top 3 UK rappers ever?
Tiny, definitely.
Okay.
Because I mean, he's just done the most. If
he has done the most.
It's gonna be nothing else apart from how good he is. Actually.
Yeah.
He's done the most and taken it to new levels. Then I'd say maybe Gigs for
okay, interesting.
His achievements, like that was like the first time we saw like a really organic buzz building like situation. That was very real. Then So Solid.
You're not gonna put yourself in there?
No.
But lyrically, I don't think there's too many, honestly, that can play with you.
No, thank you. And I think, but to me, like, that's only one aspect of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's more than just that, like.
So you're saying like who's affected, influenced the culture?
Yeah, like being a rapper is more than sometimes being technically gifted.
Yeah.
For me, I found more as a hindrance to a certain extent, because I always want to outdo myself, and then I get further and further complicated in the bars that some people get lost somewhere along the line. So sometimes you just have to find and understand and appreciate the beauty in other people's simplicity even.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So even being simple and effective is as good as someone being technically gifted and making you think and all the rest of it.
So what we're saying Tiny, Gigs, and So Solid, sidebar Frsh, because there's more to come.
Yeah.
Top 3 US. We'll be quick with it.
Jay-Z.
Kanye. This is ever, right? Jay-Z, Kanye.
I mean, it's, you know, like it would be easy, you know, to do the whole Tupac, Biggie, all of the rest of it, But the fact of the matter is, if I'm honest with myself and how much those people have influenced me in comparison to, say, Tupac and Biggie, those people have influenced me more.
Fair enough.
Than the Tupacs and Biggies, you know what I'm saying? So I'd say those two. Jay for just being a sick rapper and a good businessman, etc, etc, etc. Kanye for being the most creative rapper, possibly point blank, period.
Yeah.
And third, I don't know who else I'd put in there.
Should we just leave that one as a question mark? Yeah,
let's leave that, because there's a bunch of people that could go in that space. Like, controversially, I would say like Wayne's up there for me.
Okay,
yeah. Straight, like you can't. No one's probably put out more verses than him. Yeah. No one's probably rapped more than him.
Yeah.
And he's consistently sick. He's sick till now, even when people.
But he has kind of tailed off a bit.
Yeah, we had this argument. Remember?
Yeah.
He hasn't tailed off. He just. It's just that, you know, you get bored of something.
Okay,
like I'm African. I ate rice every day, so I don't really think rice is the greatest thing ever. Yeah. But rice still does the job. Okay,
I get you.
Yeah.
It's an interesting metaphor. Okay, so that's why the thing I wanted to ask is, what separates, you know, let's say your top 2 from your top 3 in the UK? Why don't the Americans take us seriously enough, in your opinion?
Because I mean, first and foremost, we're replicating their culture.
Okay.
So what's original to them, we're just essentially copying to a certain extent. But which is why we have to appreciate the So Solids and even the Gigs and the Tinies, you know what I'm saying? And also alongside that, the Skeptors and other grime, just in amalgamating and infusing so many things to come up with a new sound. Like Gigs is a rapper, but musically sounds nothing like anything that's going on in America.
Yeah.
And then so I think a lot of the time they don't take us seriously if we're just completely replicating what they're doing.
Okay.
And then sometimes they just don't understand the differences.
But then the thing is, when you do something new, don't they see it too much as foreign then?
That's what I'm saying. They don't understand that. So when it's too different, they're not gonna understand it because they're not from our culture.
Is that in your path? Are you trying to go America?
I mean, my reasons are completely different. My reasons are, when I started rapping, my aim was to be at the top.
Yeah.
So not the top of the UK, not the top, just the top.
Yeah.
And that's my aim always in whatever I'm trying to do. So essentially, that's just part and parcel of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
however which way that works.
So what essentially is Alfie about then?
Well, Alfie's named after the film for a reason, and as you said, he's like I think Lothario sounds horrible. He's more just a guy who's enjoying his life to the fullest, and that's me, like, as Frsh, as the character that is myself, and Lego Man and all these things. It's me just having fun to the fullest, and part and parcel of that is me and women involved in that.
Yeah.
And then alongside that, and that's where it stemmed from initially. And then also in the film, in stemming from that, there's a monologue at the end where he basically reflects on all the stuff he's done with women, and then he takes a deeper look into his life itself. And I think that's where I got to, and then that's where songs like Falling High and another song called Close My Eyes on the EP and things like that came to. So it's like an in-depth look at myself through me and the dynamics of my relationships,
experiences and things like that. It's interesting because you put out the artwork.
Yeah.
What was it? A dead Cupid? Was he dead? What was he?
No.
What?
So initially it was a dead Cupid.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh man, people are gonna lose hope in love. Like, so I thought, he can't be dead.
Yeah.
Let me revisit and think about this. And then I came across Caravaggio's Sleeping Cupid. And now that painting was commissioned because a guy, it was to represent his vow to chastity and leaving all worldly pleasures and things like that alone.
Okay.
And then so now I've taken that, and my meaning of it is that I think our fascination in worldly pleasures and all of those things now have resulted in me feeling like Cupid is taking a bit of a break in the world.
Bro, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait for Alfie. Big fan of Frsh as always. It's been Craig Mitch, Flavour Mag.